We're here today aboard the Dufour460 Grand Large, which is one of the French manufacturer's cruising boats. They have three ranges: the Performance range, which is more sailing oriented, the Grand Large range for comfortable cruising, and the Grand Large Exclusive, the much larger boats for super comfortable cruising. But aboard this boat there are still plenty of things to make your cruising holiday extremely enjoyable. It's like a batch on the water. The boat has twin helm stations, twin wheels for ease of steering when out cruising. It's also got, on this side, on starboard side, you've got your engine controls. There's a chart plotter on both sides. Easy access here to the electric winch for controlling the main sheet system, which splits down here on each side. You can also control the jib, furl the jib from here as well. One of the other nice things here is there's a handy foot chock, so that when the boat's heeling over, you can still sit in a really comfortable position when you're helming. So the first thing you want to do when you reach your comfortable anchorage in your comfortable cruising boat is get the kids off the back and swimming. So the back folds down, large buoying platform, they're in the water. Next thing you want to do, get the barbecue going. So instead of going in and out, getting all your bits and pieces, you've got right here, you've got sink, prep area, and under here, the barbecue hot plate, all ready to go. So once the kids are in the water and someone's got the barbecue going, there's plenty of time to sit back and relax. The side of the seat folds up and there's a nice squab that goes on top of here to form a sunbed. I can imagine it'd be a very nice spot to sit and read or just relax. There's a big dodger overhead here and there's a full bimini that covers the full cockpit in case you want to stay out of the New Zealand sun. Plenty of space here at the cockpit table. The leaves fold up. There's storage in here, storage that side, fridge this side for keeping your drinks cool. And then we're coming forward here when it's sailing time. It's easy to come forward here. We've got a couple of primary winches up on the cabin top. We've got a bank of jammers for the sail controls, all very straightforward and within easy reach, and also under the shelter of the dodger. Heading down below, we come into the very generous main saloon. This boat is very beamy, it's chined aft, so we've got this maximum volume here to be utilised. Plenty of room here in what can only really be described as a lounge rather than a saloon, and then this galley forward. So instead of coming down, having a small galley tucked away, that's really a showpiece there at the front of the saloon. So plenty of seating area here and so much space. You can see what I mean about how much volume there is in here. This seat's been nicely designed if you feel like relaxing a little bit more. Lazy boy reclining style. There's also French boat, plenty of wine storage. Special wine storage there in the arm. Coming forward into the galley, there's plenty of room here as well. I don't think I've ever been on a boat that has this much room in the galley that's not, a super yacht. Under here we have the 3-burner stove that slides down there to act as a bit of a splashback. We've got freezer space in there, plenty of bench space, big sink, stylish tap, plenty of storage up above. There's also heaps of light coming into this area thanks to these two big hatches above. They've got screens that pull over if you want a little bit less sunlight, but otherwise plenty of light coming into the space, making it nice and big and airy. Now over here on the starboard side is something that would be heaven sent for anyone who's ever spent a lot of time fumbling around trying to get anything out of a yacht fridge. Check this out. Fridge drawers. Two generous sized drawers here. Plenty of space. Lots of storage above, and then once again, space for your cooking wine. On the starboard side, there's plenty of seating here around this generous table and through-hull windows so you can see out to the view. This little nav station here is quite a good feature. That can be slid right back and this chair move forward to continue your seating space, or you can navigate facing forward. You've got a chart plotter again here, VHF, and your controls for your electrics here. The way this boat is configured, it's got two large double cabins aft under the cockpit. They each have an opening hatch that opens out into the cockpit for ventilation and a through-hull window for enjoying the view. Plenty of space to put your books there, hanging storage, and plenty of lockers here. So forward of that on the port side is the one of two heads on the boat. This is a head and shower. Nice mirror there, light oak panelling like there is throughout the boat, and plenty of light in there. And the best thing about this is this can be for your guests. When we show you the master suite, you can see you've got your own bathroom all to yourself. Up forward of the mast is the master suite, and that's really the only word for it. There is plenty of room up here, plus you've got all your own facilities. Family, friends, guests down the back, this is your own private space. We've got a large double here, heads facing forward, semi walk around so you can get into bed easily, hanging storage, and then in here you have your own large own shower with a hatch above for extra light. And on the starboard side we have the separate head. So back up here on deck, the sailing systems have been kept pretty simple so you don't have to stress out about sailing while you're on your cruising holiday. The main hoists from and drops back into this lazy bag using lazy jacks. You've got a German main sheet system that's coming forward from a traveller right in front of the Dodger, coming through forward here, splitting and sheeting back in the cockpit. We've got tracks here if you want to use an overlapping jib and trim that separately. It's also got a self-tacker track if you just want to let the sail do its own thing. Coming forward here, the jib is on a big furler that furls back into the cockpit as well. And for sail storage down here, we've got a really big locker. Sitting back here, you can really appreciate the huge volume of this boat. There's an awful lot of boat down below. There's plenty of space for the whole family. It really is like a batch on the water, a self-contained cruising environment that you could go away for a long time and still have everything that you need. And there's plenty of space for entertaining too, especially up here in the cockpit. Dufour boats are now being imported into New Zealand by Flagship Marine, and I think it will be a good addition to the import boat scene for people who want a really comfortable, full cruising boat, whipped out with all the things you need to make your summer holidays really comfortable.